Ever wonder why American and European semi-trucks look so different? It's not just about design. The real reasons go much deeper, from regulations to performance, to even the roads they travel on. Today, we're diving into the details and showing you why these two giants of the trucking world are miles apart. The first thing you notice when comparing American and European semi-trucks: size and shape. In the US, trucks like the Peterbilt 579 and Freightliner Cascadia are designed for the long haul. These trucks are massive, often stretching up to 70 feet when you include the trailer. The US federal regulations allow a gross vehicle weight of up to 80,000 pounds, with 20,000 pounds on a single axle and 34,000 pounds on tandem axles. On American roads, where space is abundant, these long-nosed trucks dominate. The minimum length of a semi-trailer is 48 feet, but there's no maximum length for the whole combination. However, the longer the truck, the more challenging it becomes to maneuver, especially in tighter spaces. Now cross the Atlantic, and you'll see why Europe's roads call for a very different approach. The cab-over design, like the Scania R Series or Volvo FH, is the only practical option. Why? European roads are tighter, loading areas smaller, and regulations stricter. The maximum length for a truck and trailer in most of the EU is 54 feet, much shorter than in the US. Despite the shorter length, some European countries, like Finland and Sweden, allow combinations up to 23 and 24 meters long. But even with that extra length, these trucks stay compact to meet strict turning radius and weight distribution laws. European cab-overs also come with 2 axles as standard, though countries like Norway often use 3-axle setups to handle harsher weather. So, while American trucks are built for power and space, European trucks focus on efficiency and maneuverability. In the US, a 3-axle setup and wheelbase lengths of 223 to 254 inches are typical. In Europe, trucks are much shorter, with a wheelbase ranging from 130 to 157 inches and an overall length of 232 inches to 272 inches for a 2-axle setup. It's all about fitting into those tighter city spaces while maximizing payload. When it comes to engines and performance, American and European semi-trucks aren't as different as you might think. Both sides of the pond favor powerful inline-6 turbo diesels that deliver serious horsepower. But don't be surprised if Europe's diesel beasts catch even the most dedicated American diesel fan off guard, at least when it comes to stock specs. The go-to engine format for US trucks? The mighty inline-6 turbo diesel. Popular models include the Cummins X15, which delivers 605 horsepower from a 14.9-liter engine, and the Detroit Diesel DD16, with 600 horsepower coming from its 15.6-liter engine. For Volvo's American lineup, the D13 engine provides up to 500 horsepower, perfect for long-haul applications. Other common engines, like the International A26 and S13, hover around the 515 horsepower mark. Now, over in Europe, the engine landscape looks quite similar. Volvo's cab-overs feature the D13 engines, producing anywhere from 420 to 540 horsepower. DAF, which is somewhat of a European sibling to Peterbilt and Kenworth under the Packer umbrella, offers the MX-13 engine with up to 530 horsepower. Fun fact for American truckers: Packer engines, including the MX-11 and MX-13, are actually developed and built by DAF in the Netherlands, down to every metric bolt. Mercedes-Benz is another major player in Europe. Their largest inline-6 engine, the OM473, shares roots with the Detroit Diesel DD16, cranking out 620 horsepower from a 15.6-liter engine. And don't forget about MAN, a brand that doesn't get as much attention in the US, but their 15.2-liter D3876 engine delivers a powerful 640 horsepower. But if you want to talk about European diesel muscle, look no further than Scania and Volvo. Scania's legendary V8 turbo diesel packs a 16.4-liter displacement and pumps out 770 horsepower. Not to be outdone, Volvo offers the D17, a 17.3-liter inline-6 monster delivering 780 horsepower. The rivalry between these two Swedish giants has fueled some of the most powerful stock engines in the world. Both engines are designed to meet Europe's strict emission standards and can run on HVO fuel, a renewable diesel alternative. Speaking of fuel, here's something that might be new to American truckers: HVO fuel. HVO, or hydrotreated vegetable oil, is a synthetic diesel fuel made from renewable resources. It's gaining popularity in Europe as a cleaner alternative to traditional fossil-based diesel, and all modern European truck engines are HVO compatible, helping to cut carbon emissions without sacrificing power. When it comes to transmissions, the gap between American and European trucks has narrowed significantly. These days, most new trucks on both sides of the Atlantic are sold with automated gearboxes. But don't be fooled, these are nothing like the automatic transmissions you'd find in a passenger car. Well, unless you're talking about the Allison 6-speed torque converter, which is available on the US market. For over-the-road OTR applications, efficiency is key, and automated single-clutch transmissions dominate. In the US, Eaton Fuller leads the pack, offering a range of gearboxes from 10 to 18 speeds. You'll find these transmissions in trucks like Peterbilt's, Kenworth's, and Internationals, providing drivers with smooth, efficient shifting over long hauls. Volvo plays in both leagues, offering their homegrown I-Shift transmission with up to 12 speeds in both the US and Europe. Meanwhile, Freightliner, a popular American brand, relies on the Detroit DT12, a 12-speed automated transmission designed for maximum fuel efficiency on long hauls. Now, cross over to Europe, and things get even more interesting. Freightliner's European cousin Mercedes uses their own PowerShift 2 transmission, offering either 12 or 16 speeds. This synchromesh gearbox is built for smooth operation, whether you're navigating narrow city streets or cruising down the Autobahn. Scania, another heavyweight in the European truck scene, builds their own transmission too. Known as OptiCruise, it's a sophisticated system with 14 forward gears and up to 8 reverse gears, giving drivers an edge when maneuvering in tricky situations or reversing in tight spaces. For DAF and MAN trucks, automated transmissions are standard as well. Both brands rely on ZF, a major German transmission supplier. DAF uses the 12-speed Traxon gearbox, while MAN offers the Tipmatic transmission, which is essentially a version of the Traxon. The Tipmatic is available in 2 versions, one with a torque converter and another with a multi-clutch disc system for added versatility and efficiency across long-distance routes. While manual shifting is still beloved by some American truckers, automated transmissions are proving their worth by optimizing fuel efficiency and reducing driver fatigue. Whether it's Eaton Fuller's 18-speed or Scania's OptiCruise, today's OTR trucks are all about making life easier on the road. Ever hear that distinctive roar from an American semi-truck as it slows down? That's the iconic Jacobson engine brake, or Jake brake. It's widely used across the US for slowing heavy loads, especially on steep descents. The Jake brake is a compression brake that alters the engine's exhaust valves, turning the engine into a giant air compressor. This absorbs power and slows the truck without applying the wheel brakes. But don't expect to hear that familiar roar as much these days. With modern DPF diesel particulate filter systems acting as silencers, that loud sound is largely muffled, giving Jake brakes a quieter presence on the road. Jake brakes are popular in the US, but in Europe things work a little differently. European semi-trucks typically rely on retarders, auxiliary braking systems mounted at the rear end of the gearbox, or in some cases integrated directly into it. These systems don't alter the engine but slow down the truck by other means, providing smooth deceleration. Retarders come in 2 types, oil and magnetic. An oil retarder works by creating viscous drag, slowing the vehicle down as oil is forced through the system. Magnetic retarders, on the other hand, create a magnetic field that slows down rotors without any physical contact. This touch-free system offers the fastest reaction times. Whether it's a Jake brake, an oil retarder, or a magnetic retarder, these systems all share one big advantage. They slow the vehicle down without applying direct braking pressure on the wheels. While Jake brakes dominate in the US due to their simplicity and effectiveness, European trucks rely on retarders for a quieter, more integrated approach to auxiliary braking. Both systems help take the load off traditional brakes and are essential tools for safely controlling heavy rigs. When it comes to comfort and living space, American semi-trucks are in a league of their own. The sleeper cabs in US trucks are like full living rooms on wheels, designed for long hauls with maximum comfort in mind. But in Europe, where roads are narrower and regulations are stricter, cab space is far more limited. Let's start with the European cab-over engine trucks. The largest cabs max out at about 98 inches, with an effective inner length of 86 inches. The bed is located right behind the steering wheel, with space behind the seats ranging from 32 to 42 inches. The average mattress width is 27 to 31 inches, which is far smaller compared to American sleepers. And don't forget the engine tunnel, taking up precious floor space at a height of about 4 feet. European truckers also spend a lot of time in these cabs due to strict regulations. They're limited to 9 hours of driving per day, which can be extended to 10 hours twice a week, and their weekly driving time can't exceed 56 hours. They must take a continuous 45-hour rest period every week, meaning more time spent inside these compact cabs. Now let's talk about American trucks. In the US, Sleeper cabs are built for comfort over long distances. The smallest sleepers start at 40 inches, with the most spacious sleepers stretching up to 76 inches in length, providing plenty of room for a full-size bed, mini fridge, microwave, and even a big LED TV. You can easily fit a huge 79 by 42-inch mattress in many American rigs. The hours of service regulations are also more flexible. American truckers can drive for up to 11 hours after 10 consecutive hours off duty, and while they can work up to 70 hours over 8 consecutive days, they can take a shorter 34-hour rest period to reset. When it comes to pure space and amenities, American trucks definitely have the upper hand. However, European cabs aren't without their advantages. One thing seasoned drivers always point out is the superior ride comfort of European trucks. Thanks to their advanced 4-point cab suspension, European trucks provide a smoother, more comfortable driving experience, especially on rough roads. So while American trucks offer more space for living, European trucks focus on comfort during the drive itself, making both designs well-suited for their respective environments. When it comes to speed, the rules for semi-trucks in the US and Europe are quite different. In the US, truck speed limits vary by state, ranging from 55 to 70 miles per hour on highways. Unlike in Europe, most American trucks don't come with mandatory speed limiters. However, many carriers choose to govern their fleet trucks at a specific speed, typically around 70 miles per hour, to improve fuel efficiency and safety. Now cross the Atlantic and things change. Every semi-truck in Europe is speed limited or governed at 56 miles per hour. This is a strict regulation across all EU countries, ensuring trucks stick to safe speeds on motorways. Most European highways set the maximum speed for trucks between 80 and 90 kilometers per hour, or about 50 to 56 miles per hour. In short, while American truckers enjoy more flexibility on the open road, European trucks are heavily regulated to maintain lower speeds. These speed limiters not only help reduce accidents, but also improve fuel efficiency and reduce emissions, both key priorities in European transport. In the world of trucking, the trailer is just as important as the truck itself, and here's where the differences between American and European setups become clear. In the US, the minimum length for a semi-trailer is 48 feet, with most trailers stretching out to 53 feet. Whether it's a dry van, flatbed, or refrigerated trailer, that 53-foot mark is the industry standard for long-haul trucking. One key feature of American trailers is the sliding tandem axles. These allow the driver to adjust the axle position, which helps distribute the load evenly and stay within legal axle weight limits. It's a practical solution for long, heavy hauls where weight distribution is critical. Now hop over to Europe, where the landscape looks a bit different. The typical trailer length for European trucks is 13.6 meters, or about 44 feet, slightly shorter than their American counterparts. However, what's more striking is the type of trailers you'll see. Dry vans, which are common in the US, aren't used as much in Europe unless it's for frozen goods in a refrigerated unit. The most common European trailer is the tarped or curtain-sided trailer. Unlike American dry vans with solid walls, these trailers have flexible tarp sides, making it easier to load and unload from any direction, not just the rear. This offers much more flexibility for accessing cargo, but it does take a little extra effort to secure and adjust the tarp. European trailers are also built for heavier loads. Most feature 3 fixed axles with single tires, rather than the double tires common in the US. These axles are capable of carrying up to 24 tons, providing the strength needed for the tight regulations on European roads. So while American trailers focus on length and weight distribution with adjustable axles, European trailers prioritize loading flexibility with curtain sides and fixed axles. It's all about adapting to the specific needs and road environments in each region. And there you have it, the key differences between American and European semi-trucks, from their engines to their trailers. Whether you're cruising the highways of the US or navigating the narrow roads of Europe, each truck is built to handle its unique challenges. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.